Get ready to be blessed by this powerful teaching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more inspiring messages. Now, let's get started.
What are the skills that you need to have? What are the skills that you need to develop to be able to excel in the realm of personal leadership? So we're going to run through all this stuff. There are 15 of them that I will give you, and we'll just wrap it up. Number one is vision and clarity. Vision and clarity. If you're going to be successful and you're going to excel in the realm of personal leadership, you need to have clarity, you need to have vision. You can't be a confused man. You can't. You can't be confused. I spoke at an event yesterday. It was an event that was organized for people that are 40 and above. And we're talking about vital mindset that you need to have on the way to next. And I said to them that you have to decide whether you are going to operate based on a fool at 40 is a fool forever, or life begins at 40. It's an option. Hello? You can decide to say, I'm 40. Nothing has happened in my life. A fool at 40 is a fool forever. It's over. You can decide to operate that way, or you can decide to say life begins at 40. I'm just starting life. Hello? So it's very, very important for you to know you need to have vision. You need to have clarity. You need to have vision. You need to have clarity. You need to have vision. You need to have clarity. You must know where you are going to. You must not be confused about what you are doing. You must know why you are doing what you are doing, because that will help you to wade off every distraction and dissenting voice and stay focused on your focus. Number two, you need to have communication skills. You need to develop the ability to communicate. No matter how powerful your vision is, if you cannot effectively communicate your ideas, communicate your vision, and sell that which you want people to buy into to them, you will not be able to make the most of life. So you need to have what? Communication skills. So you develop it. Speaking skill, writing skill, you develop it. You have to be conscious and intentional. If you know that your English language, your spoken language is not good, work on it. Go for elocution, do elocution courses. Go to finishing school, do finishing courses, buy books, common mistakes in English, grammar, do work on it. Pick the dictionary and ask for the pronunciation of words and listen to it, and then recite it to yourself. Watch CNN, watch BBC, because English is not your father tongue, it's not your mother tongue, it's not your local tongue. Hello? So the people that own the language, listen to them the way they say it. So you are not watching CNN so that you can hear the news. You are watching CNN to see how they are talking. So hello. So you begin to hear the use of words. And you begin to learn the pronunciation of words. And you begin to grow. Writing skill. Not that when you are writing, your language is like Chinese and nobody can read it. No, you begin to work on your work on your writing skill, work on the way you communicate, work on the use of your face, the use of your hand, the use of the smile, the use of your gesture. Make sure that you work on all this, because all this come together to determine how effective you will be. And something that I attach to that is open communication, because nobody knows what is in your mind. People are not mind readers. So if you are going to be able to excel, you need to communicate and let people know this is what I'm thinking, or this is where I want us to go, this is where I want us to do it. Don't just assume on people's behalf that people will know. Number three, motivation. Motivation. You need to be self-motivated, and you also need to know how to motivate other people. You need to be self-motivated, and you also need to know how to motivate other people. If you are not self-motivated, you will not do well in life, because you'll be waiting for accolades. You'll be waiting for encouragement. You'll be waiting for a pat on the back before you get anything done. Listen and listen well. People are busy with their life. What you are doing is not a breaking news. It's you that know you are doing something. Why you are doing something, they too they are doing something. What you are doing is not their own assignment. So to be waiting there, you didn't even nobody's encouraging me. Did anybody encourage you to eat? Did anybody encourage you to dress? Why didn't you leave your house naked this morning, waiting for encouragement? Most of the time, when you leave the joy and the peace of your life in the action of other people, is a recipe for destruction. When you wait for other people to determine when you are happy, determine when you are peaceful, you have used your hand to do yourself. Hello? Did anybody encourage you to wake up this morning? Did anybody encourage you to go and bath now? Won't you go and bath? You can do that to your children. Are you a child? Hello? Did anybody encourage you? You can't go out naked now. Wear something. Did anybody tell you that? But a child can enter streets without anything. You are not saying, come. You are not, come and wear something. So if you are waiting, then you have told the world that you are a child. You have told the world that you are not responsible. You need people to guide you. You are still in the poo-poo realm and diaper realm. So you need to be self-motivated. So look for your motivation inside yourself. Let what you are pursuing be that which pushes you to keep going on. For the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross. And like I always say, who will encourage the encourager? Hello? You want somebody to encourage you. That person that you want to encourage, who will encourage that person? So self-motivation. But it's not just enough to motivate yourself. You must be able to motivate other people. Because team building is key. You can do everything on your own. You need the support of other people. But these people, you need to come and support you. How do you sell the vision to them? I have a series called Selling the Invisible. How to sell what is not physically visible. By painting the picture in such a way that it will become visible in their mind and visible in their reaction. And people begin to buy into what is not physically seen. So you need to know how to do what? How to motivate other people. Number 4, you need to be responsible. You need to be decisive. Responsibility and decisiveness. What's responsibility? Responsibility. If I have a flip chart now, I'll show you that responsibility is 3 words in one. There's response, there's ability, and there's I. I respond, ability. So I have the ability to respond accurately to everything that I face in life. That's responsibility. The ability for you to accurately respond to everything that happens to you in life. Now listen, you cannot determine what life brings your way. You don't have authority over that one. You don't have power over that one. But when life brings it, you can determine how you react. And you can determine how you see it. Hello? You can determine what? How you react. And you can determine how you see it. Because what you see and how you see are 2 different things. So what you see is perception. How you see it is perspective. So you may see now, okay, how can somebody just drive me out of my house? Because that's what you are seeing. That's your perception. But how you see it is perspective. For this to happen, God must have something in mind. And all of a sudden they say, are you not angry? Say, I'm not angry. Say, why? Look at the way they treated you. Say, you don't understand. God is at work. Because you have a bigger and a better perspective. So you must be responsible. Then decisiveness is about doing what needs to be done when it needs to be done without procrastination. Do you know that many of you, there are many things you plan to do in January, you are yet to do it, the year is about to end? Why have you not done this? Number 1, you're waiting for favorable condition. Hello? Number 2, you plan to do it later, and later became later, and it became never. Hello? And now December is here. Say, yeah, I don't know. It's true. I plan to do this, I plan to do that. So, you've got to be decisive. Because listen, nobody will decide on your behalf. Nobody will decide on your behalf. At the end of it, you can be advised, you can be motivated, you can be counseled, you can be instructed. It's still left to you to decide whether you want to obey. So you have to be a decisive individual if you're going to excel in this journey. Number 5, you have to be creative and innovative. To create means to produce. To innovate means to bring in a new dimension. So to be creative means you come up with something new. But to be innovative means you take what is already existing, but you tweak it and you bring it out in a different way. So create and innovate. Create and innovate. You have to be a creative individual. You have to be an innovative individual in order for you to be able to do well in personal leadership. Number 6, valuable. You have to be valuable. You have to be valuable. Now, many times some of this word looks big and ambiguous, but I've broken it down so that people can easily understand. When you say somebody is valuable, it's just a function of 3 things. They can solve problems, they can meet needs, and they can answer questions. Period. So as long as you can solve problems, you are valuable. As long as you can meet the needs of people, you are valuable. As long as you can answer questions, you are valuable. You may not be valuable to everybody, but you are valuable to some people. That's why you should focus on being around people that consider you valuable. Don't cast your pearls before swine, because everybody does not need you. Hello? Hello? Even in business, everybody does not need your product, except you are selling oxygen and you are God. Hello? Say, I'm called to everybody. Stop fooling yourself. Stop fooling yourself. So it's very, very important. You need to know that there's a difference between your consumer and your customer. Your consumer are those that consume your product. Your customer is the person that has the ability to pay. Hello? If I pay for a cable platform, so I buy the SatView decoder, I put it in my house. Who paid? One person paid. But there are 15 people in my house. And 15 people are watching the cable station. So how many consumers do we have there? 15. How many customers? 1. I'm a proprietor or proprietress. I start a school. And children are coming to the school. Who pays the school fees? Who enjoys the service? So the children are your consumer. They are not your customer. Their parents are your customers. But for you to be trying to convince the children, it's the parents you should convince, not the children. Because the children are not the one paying. So when we are talking about being valuable, you need to understand that it affects you as an individual, it affects you as a corporate organization, it affects you as a business person. You need to sit down and define value. Number 7 is courage. Courage. You have to be courageous. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is not the, as a matter of fact, where there's no fear, there's no courage. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving on, regardless of your fear. And like I've always told you, do it afraid. Do it afraid. You know why? Nobody knows you're afraid except you. So if you don't say it, even the devil doesn't know. Because the devil cannot read your mind. So just don't open your mouth to say, I'm afraid. No, don't open your mouth. So even if your heart is filled with storm, when you open your mouth and say, Makapora Kaba, it's possible. It's done. Forget it is well. It's done. But inside, hey, Oluwa. Let it be between you and the Oluwa. Not Ayew. It's Oluwa. So there's Oluwa inside, but with your mouth. No, it's done. Say, I was forget it. Money is coming. Money is good. It's going to be done. I'm telling you, it's going to be done. So when you see us men of God and us people that are working or talking, it's not that we are not thinking what you are thinking. It's not that we are not feeling what you are feeling. It's because we have worked with him enough to know that at the end we win. So some of the testimonies people share, even me when I say, oh God, she leave me, no. Even me, Pastor. As I'm like, this guy testimony, give me that. Even me, I need that testimony for my life. I'm telling you, praise God. So be courageous. You cannot be timid and get things done. Number 8, integrity and honesty. Integrity and honesty. I define integrity as doing the right thing in the right way at the right time at all times. Repeat after me. Doing the right thing in the right way at the right time at all times. That's integrity. Doing the right thing in the right way at the right time at all times. I was speaking to one of my staff within the week. We did an event in the month of May. Had people, over 76 people, over 70 people came from all over the world. People traveled down from America, from London, people to come for the events in Nigeria. And I promised them I was going to mentor them for 1 year. And part of the mentorship platform is that I'm going to be sending them an email every week for 50 weeks to keep them going. And I've been doing that. But many of them are not reading it. They will not reply. They will not acknowledge. So I did a meeting after time. I said, people are not reading. I don't even know whether I should stop or the thing is. They said, no, don't stop. Oh. So we'll continue. So about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I said, let me test them again. So I included in the email for that week that if this has blessed you, I have a special gift for 3 people. I would like you to give me the topic of what I have shared with you in the last 1 week, in the last 1 month. Give me the 4 topics. Out of 73 people, only 1 person replied. Is that encouraging? No. Is it discouraging? Yes. So my staff said, sir, only 1 person. I said, he says, well, we can stop. And I said, we can't stop. I gave my word that I will do it for 50 weeks. He said, but they're not reading. This is powerful content. You just be doing content for nobody. I said, no. Even though none of them will read it, I'm creating content for my archive. I can put all of them together tomorrow and turn it into a mentorship book. So it will still end in testimony. So integrity, doing the right thing in the right way at the right time at all times. Number 9, have a good mindset. Mindset. Oh my God, mindset. Kai. One of the toughest things to deal with is mindset. Mindset. Oh my God, mindset. I've been in Dimu now. We'll be 26 that this church started. For the first 5 to 8 years, if you listen to any of my message, you will hear Dimu mentality. Dimu mentality. I had to be attacking the thing, paying it wrong. Because I realized that this environment, so I saw that, oh no. I sat down, did research. I said, no, if we continue to do all this VG, they will turn us to deliverance church. They will turn, all the deliverance we don't do. Where is the result? All the fasting and prayer, okay, now VG. I said, we're not doing. So I said, let's reposition ourselves It's going to be very slow. It's going to, look, we can gather 5,000 people here. There are some things we can do. Not wrong things. We will just begin to sell religious market to you. You will gather, people will be gathering. Oh yeah, tomorrow is handkerchief service. Thank you. Say, I'm telling you, things will happen. We'll begin to prophesy row by row calls. Baba, anointing today. He has a fresh anointing. And then next Sunday, we'll do another one. Next week, we'll do another one. But you're not going anywhere. It's just like moving the same cycle. Because listen to me, all those things is religion. It's not Christianity. Hello? It's not Christianity. So you have to be what? You have to have a good mind. So we have to be dealing with mindset issue. So there are many Calvarians today now. Today. Every Friday, there is one church vigil somewhere. They still cannot, church, if we do vigil, things will have happened. Calvary doesn't do vigil. It's a spirit. No, I'm telling you, it's a spirit. Even Jesus, the maximum fasting he did was 40 days. Human being has come up with 70 days, 90 days, 100. I don't know what verse of scripture you are reading. To you, it makes you more spiritual. So I don't understand. It's not that it's wrong. If you are led to do 100, do 100, please. I met a pastor in South Africa. And in less than 8 months, his church doubled. And if that happens in South Africa, it's a miracle. Less than 8 months. When I met him and I sat down with him, I brought him into a minister's conference because he told me that the year before, he fasted for the whole year. And he had less than 50 people in his church. You mean you fasted? No, the whole year. That because his father in the Lord told him the way to the miraculous is prayer and fasting. So he said the whole year. Because I was one day I thought he was sick. The whole year I said he was fasting. I said, So after you fasted, what happened? Many times, people don't understand me because of my own flavor and what God has sent me to do. So I looked at it and said, your father was not incorrect, but it was incomplete. I said, there is power in fasting and prayer, but the power is useless until it comes in contact with a problem. I said, you have done 1 year fasting. I said, how many hospitals did you visit to go and pray for people? You expect the whole hospital to now come to your church. I said, when you are fasted and prayed, let's go and test the power. You now go on hospital visitation. Every time you see a mad person, Lepruko begin to pray. I said, that is how the power. I said, because in your church, mad people will not just walk in. I said, the man didn't lie to you. He told you the truth, but he didn't complete the syllabus. I came to give you the complete syllabus. It's just balance that we need. You pray, you fast for a whole year, you didn't pray for anybody. How will you know that God answers prayer? How? Energy management. Number 10, energy management. You must know how to manage your energy. Because you have only one life. If you die, you just die. They will cry. Life continues. You will be shocked. That's why I keep telling you. It's not because I'm a bad pastor. I can't die for you. No, I can't. It's not, I can't. It's a useless death. Because my death will be useless, my blood is powerless. The only person that needs to die has already died. So if you have problem, who is the owner of the problem? It's your problem. How is it my problem? Hello? My job is to teach you how to do it by yourself, talk to God by yourself, and then pray for you. So if I pray, and you believe, if it doesn't happen, well, we'll continue to pray. God has something else in mind that we don't know. We'll learn later. So why you will kill yourself? Wait. Me, I'm not a Moses. I'm a Jesus. Hello? Moses is the one that said, remove my name. Remove my name. Me, I want to go to heaven. Bye-bye. No, remove my name for what? Never. Lord Oluwa, remove their name. Anybody that does not want to remove their name. Remove my name for what? After telling you the truth, you refuse to obey. That's your life. So manage your energy. You are jumping everywhere. Sit down. Calm down. Ask yourself, is this what all this? Number 11, you need a strong support system. You need a strong support system. You can't do it all by yourself. Strong support system. So you need family, you need friends. So when I hear people say, I don't have any friends, something's wrong with you, I keep saying it. How can you not have friends? If something is wrong with you, you need to have friends. You need to have family, you need to have support system because you cannot do it alone. You need people to cry with, people to laugh with, people to celebrate with. Hello? You don't want to do birthday and you're the only one blowing candle on the cake, nobody's laughing. Number 12, you need to be spiritual. You need to be spiritual. You're either in the secret cult or you're in the secret place. You need to be spiritual. Number 13, you need self-discipline. You need to rush through it because time is up. You need self-discipline. Discipline yourself. Discipline yourself. You need self-discipline. Number 14, you need kindness. You need to be kind. Let me go back to self-discipline. Sexual deprivation is not a license for adultery. Hello? Sexual deprivation is not a license for adultery. That your husband is not sleeping with you or your wife is not sleeping with you does not mean you go and commit adultery. Hello? Because there are people whose husband wants to sleep with them but cannot sleep with them. And they are together looking for the solution. There are people whose wife want to sleep with them but cannot sleep with them. So if your wife is having medical problem and she's in the hospital bed for 6 months, you go and climb her inside the hospital. Hello? Self-discipline. Kindness, be kind, be good to people. We're told while growing up, be good to everyone you meet on your way to the top, so that when you are coming down, they will be good to you. I don't believe in that fully. Be good to everybody you meet on your way to the top, because that's the right thing to do. You don't plan to come down, you won't come down. So it's not because so that when I come down, I'm not coming down. Okay. And finally, have legacy in mind. Legacy, impact, legacy, impact. Always think of your legacy. What will you be remembered for? What will you be remembered for? When people gather at your graveside, what will they be saying about you? So be legacy minded. Attend your funeral service. Go to your funeral in advance and begin to determine what you want people to be saying when they are at the tombstone. And the way to do that is to go to your funeral, attend the funeral, decide what you want them to say, and start doing what will make them to say it from now. Because if it's going to be, it's up to you. Every head bowed in Jesus' name.